Check this out.
What up, everybody? Unlicensed assassin. Back with another one. Woo! Title of today's video is Back to Mama's House. Remote control delivery. Remote control delivery. Pretty simple. I was at my mama's house. I was watching TV, chilling. I gave her love, said bye, got home, had the remote still in my pocket. So I gotta take it back. Wish me luck. Nah, just kidding. When I get on the trail, I'll turn it down. But I've been blessed, y'all. I've been getting a lot of free e-bikes. Shout out HappyRun. Shout out HappyRun. To review, and it's awesome. I'm not even finna lie to you. But some of them, the seats. Yeah, when you ride for miles, your seat has got to be on point. Booty cheeks was hurting earlier, man. Hurting earlier. So I had to get off of the F18. I'm on the original G300 Pro. I paid for this one. 17, 14, nope, 19 front, 17-inch rear tire, hub motor, super quiet. So I'm learning two things from these reviews. Hopefully the audio is good. Two things from these reviews. The hub motor is where it's at. It's quiet, okay, and it gives you room for pedals, because they're about to start cracking down like it ain't no motherfucking joke. Okay, so you're gonna need you some pedals, and with the hub motor and the 72-volt battery, this is the sweet spot. I'm sorry to say it. The 60-volt G18 is what they call it, not F18, G18. The numbers are so close, it don't make no goddamn sense. But it's 60 volt, 30 amp. That little bit of speed it's lacking. If it could get to 45, which means it'll do 40, but then you're still maxing it out. I've talked about that in another video. If you can ride in one mode down from max in max speed, 40, 45, maybe 50, that way you're not pushing the battery to its max the entire time. So on the G18, when I get to it goes 38 miles an hour. They capped it at 38. I need to see if I can get into the controller and see if I can turn it up. But because that's what I did to the F18. Turned it up. When I get to 38 miles an hour, it's a top speed of 35. That means I'm full throttle pushing it, all max battery, all max. Well, if you do that for, let's say, even 4 miles, you're at half battery because you're using everything the bike has, versus being in level 4 or mode 4, because when you have pedal assist you have 5 modes, right? So on this, in mode 4, I can do 38 miles an hour, so faster than I can do in 5th mode on the G18. And then, if I really need to, I can bump it up into 5th mode on this one, the G300, and then I can go 48. I almost got it to 50. But it takes a lot of straightaway, right? It takes a long time. Not like a long time to get there. It's just hanging at that speed. It's around 40, 47, 48 miles an hour. Right? But then you're using the whole 72 volts. It's dropping faster, right? So you want to be one level below and still be at like 40, 45 miles an hour. So that's my only gripe with the 60 volt battery. I get it, right? You have the 60 volt, but you could have still gave it more speed. I know that now because my F18, when they shipped it to me, the production model, it only goes 20 miles an hour in mode 3. So I immediately got the app, Teletronics or something, and I turned it up. So I'm thinking I could do that to the G18, maybe, see if it can be turned up on the controller, and maybe I can get it to go 45. Because you got to understand, with my weight, the hub motor is capped at 50 miles an hour on here. Well, with my weight, 210 pounds plus my gear, so 220, 230. I think the scale was at 228. That 50 turned into 48, so I dropped 2 miles an hour. Speedometer is about 2 miles off on here. See, 24, 22, so a full 2 miles. Not one, full 2. So that in itself and I had to have a full battery when that happened as well. But I'm not going to complain, only that my cheeks was sore. I went on 2 rides, right? So the F18 is not meant to be ridden daily. That thing, ooh, had the cheeks hoiting. But the Suron seat, that's where it's at. That's the sweet spot. You get the sleekness plus the comfort. This being a hub motor, now you get the quietness. That mid-drive motor is not, you know. Mid-drive motor be loud, man. So for 2 days, and then I got a little bit of a wobble. I don't know if my rim is bent out of the box on the F18, but I appreciate HappyRun and everything they've done for me, but I paid for the dang thing. So it wasn't like I don't have a code for you guys. I'm not one of those reviewers, but it seems like they rushed the F18. It's supposed to be comparable to the Cronge, and it is in speed because they have the same motor. Okay, so it is in speed, but in specs versus the bike, it's more set up like a Tutio. Right? Yeah, it's more set up like a Tutio. Yeah, you're good. So you just got to keep your eyes up. People are out having fun. They were riding next to each other on the trail. I get that every time I go for a ride. So I'm prepared for it. Am I in 3? Oh, I'm in 4. I should be in 3. I said I was going to drop it down. So 3, mode 3, top speed 24. So 23 it was at. So sometimes it's a mile off, sometimes it's 2 miles off. More often than not, it's 2 miles off, so I just say it's 2 miles off. The F18 and the Carange, I do have to give it to them. Once I tune the F18, the speedometers are right on. So I got 41 on the F18 and 44 on the Carange top speed. Both of them were shaking violently. Again, I'm 200 pounds. A 200 pounder shouldn't be riding one of these. They're not meant for us. The bigger ones are meant for us. The one I'm on right now is meant for bigger riders. 19-inch front, 17-inch rear, goes 50 miles an hour. Nice big seat. It's meant for bigger riders. Gets it, man. This thing gets it. Sunday service 9:30, Española 11, Dominga. bar. Oh, still at full fucking. So again, full battery. Is it on trip right now? I think we went, 269 miles. Not on this ride, but I think my mom's house is like 5 miles away from my house. But I was not full throttle the whole time. I was just doing like 35. So again, I wasn't even doing 40. But I was staying with traffic. And that's the thing. It's got enough power to stay with traffic. If you ain't got enough power to stay with traffic, get your ass the fuck out the way. Because these people is just trying to get to work and get home from work. And what are you doing? You in the fucking way. So if your shit can't keep up with traffic, man, don't be riding it on the road, man. Get your ass to the side. Because it's not a motorcycle. It's not a moped. It's not a scooter. It's an e-bike. Or an e-moto, depending on what you're driving. I know the difference. I have both. So there you go. There's my max speed. Max speed 49.5 miles an hour. Average 17.1. And we went 269.3 miles total. Hopefully I got my tutor. I do. One sec, y'all. You see the granny? Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. The old Mexican granny came out with a towel. Said, you don't get your ass back in there. He went running out the house butt naked. You know, that's how I'm going to tell the story. That's how I saw it. One second, y'all. I'm going to go in my mama's house. Maybe have a little toot-toot. Y'all hang out. Yeah, I think I might do that. It's not the long way, it's just a different way. The back way. Ugh. Appreciate y'all waiting for me while I went in my mama's house and dropped off her remote. Now let's get back. I'm contemplating on taking the back way. But this is how I'm going to commute all summer, man. If Trumpy wants to raise gas prices to fucking $10 a gallon and force you to buy an electric, I'm just going to ride my motherfucking bike. And fuck them. Put some street tires on it. I was going to let it get to about 500 miles. So I'm almost halfway there. 260, 69. So get up to 500 miles on these knobbies. And then I already have, when I bought this, I bought Supermotos at the same time. My Supermotos actually came before the bike, and I was getting nervous because it was around winter time, and I was like, I don't know. I hope. You know what I'm saying? So, shit got sketch. On the freeway, boys. No, we're not. We're not going on the freeway. But we are going to go the back way, and that way we don't have to hit the trail at all. We just cruise going straight. Possibility of, so this is right next to the airport, so we could see a El Popo. Nobody's coming. Why the fuck would the light turn? Because I'm coming. Because I have a chip. Wherever I go, bro. As soon as I pull up to the light, shit changes. Watch this light. Watch. Yellow. Don't make a liar out of me. Look. Soon as I fucking pulled up. Shit makes me go, bro. But it's been like that before I got my COVID shot. So everybody that got a COVID shot, they can just kill us whenever they want. I'm a firm believer in that. So I cherish every day now. Every day, because I'm one of the dum-dums that went and got a goddamn COVID shot. So yeah, I know. What was I thinking? I know. But this road will just take me straight to mi casa. I wish I had cruise control. Okay, cheeks. But yeah, this is how I'm gonna commute. When I gotta get around this summer. Put the Supermotos on. I might gain a mile per hour on the speedometer. Hell, I might lose a mile an hour. I don't have the tools to do it. I have the tools to take them off, but I don't have the tire changer tool, so I'm just going to take it to someone who does, and hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing catastrophic goes wrong. And if that's the case, I will get, because I don't want to change the tires prematurely, right? 500 miles, that's a good distance on the stock tires, right? So if we get there, then I feel like, you know, it's worth taking them off. But I can always put them back on. But that's it's a good life cycle, right? Put 500 miles on them, put the Supermotos on, see if I can get 500 miles out of those. Yeah, again, if Trumpy wants to make fucking gasoline $10 a fucking gallon to force you to buy an electric, I got something for that ass. And then I need to do like the one YouTuber and be proactive and just get a solar setup, and then that way I'm not fucking, I can charge my batteries with the power of the sun, right? Set them things out there and let the sun charge it up. Damn dogs, round and round and round and round the yard. Wow. So this is the back road. I'm almost to my house. This is actually faster, but during the fucking morning hours, it's sketchy. It's super sketch because it's so desolate. There's goddamn everything back here. Coyotes, wolves. There's a pack of deer that live right here in this wooded area. So none of this was here. There's all this factory, all this is within the last 2 years. And then they're just going to continue it down. Watch, you'll see if my camera, because my battery could die at any moment. And if that happens, thank you for watching. If you have anything to add, drop a comment below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs up. You know my motto, I can't make you do nothing, but I appreciate you when you do. Unlicensed assassin, deuces. So, I'm assuming the cow farmer that still has his cows over here owned all this shit. And then he finally said, you know what, I gotta give up some of my land. But right down this road right here, bam, in this wooded area right here, there's a herd of deer that live down there. In the back of that, like 15 of them. No bullshit, whole family. Where it was like 4 of them, and then they breeded, and now there's like a whole family. This patio or pavilion area right here, they're gonna come cut the grass, and there's a baseball diamond right there, and a family owns it, and I'm assuming the family that owns this side finally gave up their land going this way. So one dude owned this side, or one family, I don't want to say a dude, owned this side, and another family owned this side, all the way down, because none of this shit used to be here. None of it. Not this building right here, not this building right here, This road was here because these houses were here. These houses were here before anything, right? Starting right here. So nothing down there, nothing right here, just these houses. And then up here, it's going to turn to houses on both sides. When I was a little kid, we used to ride our bikes back here, and all of this was filled. Again, nothing, all filled. Hi, birdie. Look at a cat. But look, they built that this year. They build them quick, man, quick. Well, look at that. For sale by owner. They said, we're out. They said, we're out. They built a fucking warehouse right behind our houses. They sure did. Y'all didn't want to sell. So and now they're selling. See, you just should have sold it to them. But that's crazy, right? Look, they're building another one right here. Commerce Center. Wow. And then they just built those over there, and then they're going to build one right here. Obviously, I don't know why they just didn't do it, but none of it was here 5 years ago, all filled. So obviously they started down at the end by the light, and then they're working their way down, and they're going to fill in the whole section to right here. And then, right, what did I say, more houses, parking and deliveries that way. So more houses on both sides. I actually played baseball with this family. They're boys. They were on the board when my oldest son was on the board. Now my youngest son is back playing, and then we're on the board again with a different family. So this thing's got the right amount of torque. If I get on it, it doesn't throw me off the bike, right? It doesn't flip me back. People do wheelie this thing because it's 72 volts. So they're like, pull it up and wheelie it. Do your thing. Me, it's not my style. I just need the speed. Because again, I try to tell people I rode motorcycles. I started on motorcycles, right? So I rode motorcycles for 7 years, and then my wife just didn't want me to be a statistic. I had 3 kids, and people die every summer on motorcycles, not because of themselves, maybe because of something someone else did, or a combination of both, right? But she just, every summer she would see, because on the news they don't show you positive stuff, they show you all the negative stuff, and it was like every single day 1 year, and she was like, yeah. But again, and I made her stop watching the news after that. But she made me sell all my motorcycles. I had 4 motorcycles. She made me sell all 4 of them. It was an eye-opening experience. But she said I only started riding motorcycles because I had a pre-midlife crisis. But I just wanted something new to do, and that's what I had to tell her. Men, we crave new. We hate to be stagnant. We hate it. We hate it. The only thing that we want the same is work. Because we just want to go to work, get the work done, go home. So when work gets to be, some people like that though, going to work every day and doing something new. Not me. I like going to work and doing the same thing and getting better at that same thing, and then making myself more efficient through time and longevity. But a teacher, man, every day something's different, because a different kid stinks, a different kid has a tummy ache, a different kid has a headache, a different kid, you know what I mean? So it's diferente. We finally lost a bar, so going that whole way there and back, 1 bar. And if I would have just kept it in 4th mode, probably wouldn't have lost a bar. The slower you go, the less you're draining the battery, right? The less wattage the bike is pulling, right? Again, I just obey the law, ride the speed limit. Sometimes I wish this could have just a little bit more oomph. Top end speed, 55, right? Because my main road right here is 50. But yeah, I appreciate you. We made it home. The back way is much easier. It's just a straightaway. There's no twists and turns. Straightaway, curve, over the bridge, home. But yeah, if you have anything to add, drop a comment below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs up. You know my motto, I can't make you do nothing, but I appreciate you when you do. Unlicensed assassin. Deuces. Nice, she took Tiny. She took Tiny Diamond. We name our cars around here. You got Big Black. I think she just needs to name the other one Baby Black. Big Black, Baby Black. And Tiny Diamond. Dorothy. And Dorothy. But yeah, there you go, HappyRun G300 Pro. She gets down. She gets down. Again, I put some orange pedals on it. The more you can see me, the more I can sue your ass when you hit me. You didn't see me? Yes, you did. So, tire nice and warm. Yeah, I think about 500 miles should be the life cycle of these tires. 200, almost 300, 275 miles, and this is the wear on them. Still got knobbies on the sides, on both sides of the tire, and this one too. So I'm gonna say 500 miles will be a good happy medium. Now look, I have a full battery. So